Hey, my sweeties. Love y'all. We're going to do rows, hopefully 6 and 7 tonight. I don't know. Um, I want to get this shawl over with. I love this shawl. I'm having a bang up time doing it, but I wore a pair of my knitted socks today, and I want some more knitted socks. So, the next thing we're going to do, y'all need to go get your, however you want to do your knitted socks, be it magic loop, be it for uh, for straight needles, whatever your desire is to do your knitted socks. That's going to be what our next knitting content is going to be. It's going to be socks. Because, man, I love wearing my knitted socks. And the funny, okay, before we start anything, I got to tell you the funny about the pair of socks I wore. My beautiful, lovely, wonderful son, whom I love, and is grown up to be the most amazing man that anybody would ever be able to know. God, I love him. He had a summer in France with his French class. It was a, study abroad kind of thing. And God, I'm so glad he got to do that because, there's not a lot of us that get to do that kind of thing. But anyway, he did the study abroad. And I told him, I said, I want some yarn from France. Please bring me some yarn from France. Okay. He said 2 years of French in college. He's now doing this study abroad, whatever, where they're, in France, should be talking French. I don't know. Living with a French family. He loved his family. Oh, he loved his family. And I said, I just want some French yarn. So he went to the yarn store in the, city he was at. And he went in. 2 years of French, study abroad. And he looked at the people at the counter and he said, I don't know if he said anything. He just stuck up his foot, pointed to it, so they knew it was sock yarn. That is what. 2 years of French in college, a summer of French. This was at the end, not the beginning. It was at the end. And he's sticking his foot up and pointing to it so that they knew what he wanted was sock yarn. How do you live with this? I don't know. But anyway, they pointed him to the back where the sock yarn was. And he brought me home some amazing yarn. And I made socks out of it, and I wore it to his bachelor's graduation. And yeah, so we're going to do socks, but we're not going to do it in French because Lord knows I barely speak English. I speak Texan. But yeah, that's my funny. He went in, stuck his foot up, pointed to his socks, and they said back there in French, I'm sure. Ah! And I'm just thinking, How much money did we spend on this education? Well, we really didn't. He was smart as hell, and his first 2 years he went for free, and then he went to honors college. I mean, he was smart as hell, but not necessarily smart in French. I don't know, but he has grown up to be a wonderful man with a wonderful wife and a wonderful kitty family. And I'm not sure I could live without him. So, anyway, but we're going to just keep going on with our little shawl. And when we get it finished, we're going to do something else. Don't know what it is. Shoot. I've already messed up everything because, that's what I do. So we're going to we are to section 1, repeat rows. It's repeat rows 6 and 7, but repeat rows 6 and 7 is repeat rows 4 and 5. So we're going to do row 4 tonight, probably only row 4, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that much. But anyway, it's knit 3, yarn over, purl to last 3 stitches, knit 3, and we're done. So there we go. Here we go, sweeties. Love y'all. Okay, I know the last time we talked was about the horrible, horrible fires in California. And yes, they still have horrible fires, but I think it's getting better. I don't know. I just can't imagine having to do. Well, I got a whole bunch of mess. But anyway, I just can't imagine. Again, I live here in hurricane zone, but man, we have all kinds of warnings, and you can get away from it. And there was no way these wonderful people in California could get away from this stuff. And that just, upsets me. But anyway, we are just, okay, you knit 3, yarn over, and now I'm just purling till the last 3. Let me think if there's a bunch else that I can think about that I want to talk about. I'm sure there is. There's never anything I don't want to talk about. We're getting all of Mother's stuff in a row, which is wonderful. To get her moved into her new apartment at the assisted living home. God, so much paper. Why does everything take so much paperwork? I'm wanting more paperwork. But I guess I understand. And we have finally got her long-term care insurance to pay for all of this stuff. That was a whole other thing. Yeah, I understand. They will make sure that they can get their money, but they're not going to give your money for no, unless you are absolutely fighting, which we have done, but it worked out. Shouldn't have worked out. So, yeah. And she has been paying into this long-term care policy for, hold on, 30 years. 30 years she's been paying into this long-term care policy. And yet now we need to have some of the money back, which there's a hell of a lot of money that they've gotten from her, as one can imagine. And of course, It's like pulling teeth. So, but anyway, we got that straightened out. And, yeah. So we're purling, purling, purling. Whew, whew. What have y'all got going on? I need to know what y'all have got going on. Y'all better start sharing my stream, making sure I get new subs, telling me what's going on in your life in the comment section. Because all of this lets YouTube know that y'all care about me. And I hope y'all care about me. I really do. But please, 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 please start start sharing. Make sure everyone you know and love subs. Watches, I need watch hours. I need subs and watch hours. So get after it, people. Love y'all. And if you would like to give me a tip or whatever, I have put my Cash App in the description. So if you would like to help me out, that would be great. Because Lord knows I need it. We all need it. I know we all need it. But if you even have like a $5 to spare, please. It's again in the description. And I don't mind asking. Because Lord knows the yarn I'm using here, not cheap. Haven't bought it though in a while. I have yarn past my life expectancy, absolutely. But I'm just saying, if you just like to give me a little something, something that works for me until I get monetized. But the most thing I would like y'all to do is to share, make your people love me, watch me, and get me my watch hours, get me my subs, so I can get monetized for real. Uh, y'all are good people. Man, I love knitting. I can't imagine people who don't like Foodie Beauty. I know a lot of my people are here from Foodie Beauty's, you know, the Girl World, G-O-R-L, G-O-R-L, Girl World, Foodie Beauty. I don't understand how she can just sit there all day and do nothing without having a hobby. I just don't. I've never not had a crafting hobby from my absolutely beginning memories. Um, in high school, I did the crewel work, CREWL, I think. Crewel work, you know, needlework. That was the thing at that point, and God, I loved it. And my mother has most of my pictures, maybe all of them that I've done, and she has them highlighted in her house. We will move them to her new facility, her new apartment, which is so cute and larger than my first apartment. So, anyway, Um, yeah, I did the crewel work. Then I think the next thing was cross stitch, and I loved to do cross stitch, but I'm just not sure my eyes today would be able to do that. To read the pattern, it'd have to be blown up, probably like with a projector on the with a projector on the side of the wall or something. I don't know. You know, I'm old. Eyes not good. Eyes were never good. But yeah, but no. And my most amazing cross stitch was when I had been, I had ITP, idiopathic thrombocytopenia purpura. That's why I don't have a spleen. My platelets had an antibody attached to them, and when they got to my spleen, well, my spleen did what they were supposed to do. My spleen said, "This is crap. This ain't normal. Bye." Well, then I didn't have any platelets, so if I'd been in a car wreck or anything, I mean, even I could have just spontaneously, I can talk, spontaneously started bleeding, which would have just been horrible. But uh, to start the process of getting into remission, which I have been for now 24 years as of November 2024. November 2nd to be exact, because when I was, when I had my spleen removed, it was on election night, election day of the Al Gore George Bush election, and Mother was in the room, stayed in the room with me, and every 30 minutes we would wake up and turn on the TV to see who had won. And of course, it wasn't until like, what was it, 6 months later that we learned who won. But yeah, that was my funny. So November 2nd, 2020 was when I had my spleen removed. So I've now slipped the markers and still purling, because that's what it told me to do. And so anyhow, that was how that went. But so far I've done fine. But before I had my spleen removed, before you do anything with ITP, you have to take high doses of steroids, dethomethicone. Anyway, whatever it is, I don't want to do nothing else with it. I mean high doses, like you're flying. I don't think I slept for 2 years. So in that time period when I was awake, I counted cross stitched a Kincaid pattern for Mother, and she has it, and it's lovely. But that's because I didn't have anything to do, and I was wired for sound. And the other thing was, while I was doing the cross stitch, I would be watching food TV. And stuff would look so good, and my husband would wake up in the morning, and I'd have like a freaking 5-course meal, because that's what I had done. It was horrible. It was just horrible. And I don't wish anybody to ever have to go through that. It was, I don't even know how to tell anybody how horrible it was to be on the high doses of steroids, not be able to sleep, not know if you are in a car crash you're going to get, die because you're going to bleed out. It was just horrible. But I did have my spleen removed laparoscopically. First laparoscopic splenectomy in the hospital in my town, which they did not tell me that until I'd had it. So, yeah, you wake up. Oh, yeah, you're the first one. We've never done this before. Not a good thing. Not reassuring. But it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. 24 years. 24 years. I've only had one weird bacterial infection or some kind of infection. And of course, it wasn't here. We were on vacation in Oregon. And I spent a lovely 3 days in Bend, Oregon's wonderful hospital. Shout out to them. It was wonderful. And they took such good care of me. And I'm so blessed that was where we were. But man, my husband kept saying, here I'm sitting, and I'm like, no, go play golf, go do this, go do that. He did go play golf because it's a nursing the Bend, Oregon hospital at that time was a nursing hospital. So I had some of the best nurses you would ever. But man, I was so sick. And of course, we had to fly home. And at the time, there was this weird guy. This was before, anybody wore a mask. Some weird guy somewhere was wearing a mask, and I don't know what it was he was spreading, but it was some disease. And there was no way I was going home with a mask on, because I was pretty sure that the air flight, whoever we were with, I don't even know, would tell me, if you gotta wear a mask, you gotta just no. But and honestly, I'm not sure how I got the infection. It may have been from the plane flight to Portland, or I don't know. I don't know. But that's the only weird infection that nobody could explain that I've gotten since I had my spleen removed. So I feel so thankful that I have been able to deal with this. And in a way that has not affected me or my family with a whole bunch of infections and who knows what. So anyway, that's my story for tonight. And please, everybody, let me know where you're from. Please share. Please reach out. Please tell everyone how wonderful I am, because I think I'm wonderful. Everybody says they just love my little stories. And no, Bobby. And I will be back soon. So I've purled to the end, knit, and then I'm knitting 3, and we are done for the evening. Yes, lovely stuff. We're going to finish this, and then we're going to move on to something else. But anyway, that's my story for the evening. Talk later. Hope y'all are doing good. Please share, subscribe, like, comment, all those wonderful things. Love y'all. Bye.